Greetings to you in the mighty name of Jesus. I'm Rabbi Fleurcius, and my topic today is why do people get tired of us? And of course, we all have people getting tired of us. I have them, you have them, we all have them. But today we're going to go over that topic in detail. Stay tuned. Now, the first reason would be lost value. When there's no benefit, we as humans naturally draw away. Anything that has no value to us, we will naturally, find our little path and go on in a different direction or pursue other interests. That's just human nature. Number 2, lack of communication. When someone stops talking, there's a problem. And when someone stops listening, there's a problem. There must be communication in order for a relationship to work, or a friendship to work, or a family to work. You must talk to each other and you must listen to each other. Number 3, the inferiority complex. When we feel as if we're not good enough, we have issues. When we feel that someone is not good enough for us, we still have issues. So we must find that equal balance. We do not want to run around and be unequally yoked with someone that's rejecting us or someone that's accepting us. So we need to find that common ground between the two. Number 4, envy or jealousy. Now, we do have a problem distinguishing the difference between the two. Now, envy is something, you can only have envy against something that doesn't belong to you. Now, jealousy comes into play when it's something that belongs to you. They are both dangerous, and people will get tired of us when we're envious of them or when we are jealous of them. Or actually, we'll get tired of people that are envious or jealous of us as well, because they will begin to do things that will not provide a great benefit for us or our lives. And we will see that when we are surrounding ourselves with jealous people or envious people, guess what? Things will start to break down, or there will be a form of miscommunication. Just pay attention and you'll see. Okay? Number 5, people will get tired of us when we do not believe in them, or vice versa. But all in all, we must believe in the people that we want to surround ourselves with, because if not, then that basically boils down to a trust issue. And if you do not trust someone that you're hanging around with, maybe you need to find some different company. But anyways, and also you must be able to trust yourself. But trust is evident when you communicate on an effective level. Number 6, people will get tired of us when we're angry all the time. Who wants to come home to an angry person? I know I don't. Because anger brings along its cousins: fear, anxiety, oppression. Anger breaks down a house more than anything else. And we as individuals, if we do not exercise peace in our own home, guess what's going to happen? We will begin to break down our own house with our bare hands. So take that into consideration. Number 7, people will get tired of us when we're exercising foolish behavior. And what I mean by foolish behavior is irresponsibility. We have to become responsible for all of our actions, reactions, and the lack thereof. And when there's not responsibility, guess what? People will start to back up on us. Just pay attention to that. Number 8, people will get tired of us when we stretch the truth. That means you start telling lies. Who wants to hang around a liar? Because if you hang around a liar, then you have a hard time determining what's real and what's not. And that person will often cry wolf more than you would care to think. However, one thing that I've never understood is how can a person trust you more with their lie than they would trust you with the truth? Think about it. Number 9. People will get tired of us when we talk too much or we gossip too much. Rest assured, the people that gossip with you will also gossip about you. So beware. And kind of like fine tune the things that you gossip about. Now, if the gossip is going to help you, take you to another level, then maybe. However, if your gossiping is condemning people, then you want to kind of like curtail that a little bit. But we will all gossip every now and then, but you also have to place limits on that. Number 10. People will get tired of us when we're too freaking arrogant. Who wants to hang around someone that's too arrogant for their own good? I know I don't. I know I'm very picky on certain things. However, I'm very humble. I don't mind getting my hands dirty. It's okay to get your hand dirties. Sometimes in life you have to do what you have to do to get to where you need to be. But once you get there, please never look down on where you came from, because you never know when you have to return back there. Of course, some people say, oh, I'll never go back. You never know. So certain bridges you should never burn due to arrogance, because you never know when you may have to cross it again. Number 11. People will get tired of you when you are a troublemaker. I tell you, if someone's a troublemaker and they're always trying to look for ways to condemn the innocent, beware, because it's a matter of time before that comes back on you. You know, sometimes I've always heard from the old school, if you dig a ditch for someone, dig two. So if you want people to come to you, create a peaceful environment. Don't make trouble for them, because rest assured, as soon as you make trouble for others, trouble will come back to your own house. Number 12. People will get tired of us when we procrastinate too much. Who wants to be put off? I know I don't. That is one of my pet peeves, procrastination. Number 13. People will get tired of us when we're too greedy. It's just like, it behooves me when someone is never satisfied. You know, there's a point in life that we must become grateful, not just for the big things, but for the small things as well. Number 14. People will get tired of us if we're very promiscuous. Who wants someone that's very promiscuous unless we are very insecure? I'm not talking about becoming social. I'm talking about becoming sexual with Lottie-Dottie and everybody. When you go from person to person, that shows a whole lot about who you are as an individual. Sometimes we have to fine-tune our desires or push them back and see what's really going on from within. Number 15. People will get tired of us when we don't have time for them. I always hear, oh, I don't have time to do this, or I don't have time for you, or I don't have time. Well, guess what? When you don't have time for an individual, you should never say it to them. You know, just be a little bit, on the down low about it. Don't make them feel pressure, because once you do, they will start venturing away emotionally. And guess what? In due time, you will bring problems to your own house because you lack the time that you place in it. Number 16. People will get tired of you when you start costing them. money. When we become a liability opposed to an asset, people will begin to back up. I mean, even though they should not, or they, due to certain situations, but in all reality, that's what will happen when we become a liability to someone else. So make sure today that you're able to hold your own. I understand that you may be sick, that's an understandable situation, or you have, certain things that take place. But if you're able to do. Don't sit around and wait for somebody else to give it to you. Get your own. Number 17. People will begin to get tired of us if we place them in a prison. We are designed to have a certain amount of freedom. And if that is taken away, then guess what? We're going to naturally rebel. We need to be free. And even if we're married, we don't need to feel like we're living in a prison. If we feel that way, eventually, we're going to find a form of outlet. So, therefore, make your house a home today and not a prison. Number 18. People will get tired of us when we're unstable in all our ways. In my opinion, that means you're wishy-washy. You're jumping from one thing to the next. You have to focus on what you need to do and do it. Not from, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm doing this. Hey, stop it. You need to become stable in your thought process, stable in your ways, stable in your attitude, stable in your reaction. You need to become stable all the way around. And when something is off key, then you have the strength to actually work on that particular area. So basically, we want to become stable in every area of our life. Number 19. People will get tired of us when they do not feel loved. Everyone has a desire to love and be loved. So if there's someone important in your life, make sure that they know that you love them. Not just by what comes out of your mouth, by your actions, by your reactions. So it's more than just saying, oh, I love you. No, your actions should say, I love you too. Your reaction should say, I love you too. Number 20. People will get tired of you when you hurt them all the time, doing the same thing over and over again. Although they may not say that they're hurt, but you will see them withdraw mentally, and then they withdraw emotionally. And when in due time, guess what? That brings about abuse, emotional abuse, mental abuse. And guess what? You have problems in your own home because you have not reconciled the hurt that person has felt, or maybe you don't even care about that person hurting. So guess what? They get tired of you, and you bring about problems in your own home. Number 21. People get tired of us when we don't forgive. Forgiveness is essential in building any relationship, no matter whether it's on a family level, or partner level, or work relationship level. It doesn't matter. We must exercise the element of forgiveness. And it's not that we need to forgive for someone else's sake. We need to forgive for our own. Do not allow anyone to take the joy that you could possess from within because you won't forgive them. Please don't give them that much power. So these are the 21 reasons why people get tired of us. I'm Fleurcius. Be blessed and be a blessing to someone else. Bye-bye.